As all of us know, we are just now entering into the rainy flood season. So I would like to, as new business, start talking to an engineering company about coming in and conducting this study. Oh, and that was another, that he did recommend that we get with Southern Indiana Development because there may be monies available. Yes, ma'am. They sure did.
To get engineering involved, do we need to put that out for a bid too, for having come in?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. They would, just like they're doing with the other project, they would probably do that as part of that.
So our first step would be get with
I
SIDC.
think the first thing is call them, is tell them that's what was needed, and ask them to maybe come to the next meeting, tell us what money's available, and what, capability they would have, or opportunities they would have available to help the town in that regard.
It was also mentioned to me, I don't know what kind of funds are there because I haven't looked, but because there are 3 businesses, when you consider the candle shop or the soap shop, you consider the daycare, which I'd like to add, takes care of about 45 to 50% of all the working people in this town's children, and the veterinary. 3 businesses are involved in this, so edit funds could be utilized in this effort.
So you want Beth to ask them to be here next meeting?
I guess it would be probably Rhonda.
Yeah, I'm in here for Rhonda tonight.
Oh.
So can you just give Rhonda the message
I
for
can.
the next meeting and say Beth a phone call?
Yep, I sure will.
Give her a heads up what we're wanting.
Sure will.
That's all I have.
Yeah, I have a copy of that email as well, so I can make sure.
Okay, my couple things.
No, that's what Paul sent back to me. Not
Is there anything else for us?
Jason, that's all I have right
Yes,
now.
sir.
Now we got here.
Oh, right.
That's
They want to call you something like you were.
which was aerial footage of that shows all the different pipes and diameter. I think I sent it to you.
I had 3 things that are fairly quick. The first one, I was really hoping Marshall would be here tonight, and that's you and his replacement, but I've had 3 complaints this weekend when I went to out in Gas, Casey's or wherever, about yards, weeds being this tall. I have seen there's been a few of them apparently addressed, they have been mowed, but there's still a bunch of them that need mowed.
They're right, and they've most likely have been addressed. This past week, 7 or 8 letters, 10-day notices, 1 citation have all been out.
I'd like to see a few more citations to the repeat people every year.
They will be. There will be.
I mean, it's
right. Just
crazy.
give it the 10 days, and once 10 days is over,
Okay.
they're over.
I have seen there's been a few of them mowed, so that I made me a little bit happier.
Let us know if those citations are paid or not paid.
Secondly, Doug Benjamin has completed his certification completely for wastewater certification. I'd like to make a move to the board to think about giving him a $1.50 an hour increase to compensate for his new licensing.
I would second that if that was a motion.
Yeah, I made a motion
Yeah.
to,
Motion made by Bechtel, second by Moreland, to increase the salary to $1.50 per hour. I make that unanimous.
On the water side,
Split.
or
well,
the
which, I mean, it's,
water license.
no, the water license is already done, so this is wastewater.
It needs to be split. That's
So,
current.
So you just want
I
$1.50?
mean, you split it now, right? 3, so I mean, just, I guess how you think would be best as far as where the
Okay.
3
It's easily divisible by 3.
Right.
Well, we keep it the same.
Yeah, and then third thing is, it's the best guy down here in new business, but it's still kind of old business. Young couple come in last month, Stolls, about the new house they built. I thought about this a lot. I know what the ordinance says, but we are in fact an Amish community, and there's more Amish moving this way. I would like the board to consider we amend the ordinance to allow horses only for transportation purposes. And so we can allow this family to move in and
Rita, what about the, any legal problems with that?
Well, I mean, you have to go through and amend it just like you would any other ordinance. So I don't think there's a problem if you wanna do it.
Yeah.
You just have to go through and amend it. I mean, I can amend the paragraph easily.
Well, I thought
A
about,
couple sentences.
perhaps getting approval of neighbors. We do that on mobile homes. But this would serve the same purpose.
Would you want to put a minimum amount of acreage or something like that in there?
Or a number of animals.
I can see where both of those would be critical to have. I think that an equestrian would probably be able to tell us what the minimum acreage per horse is. I think that I think that exists.
Do you know about what that would be?
I don't know for sure, no.
For the ordinance purpose, but you have 10+ acres out there, don't you?
7.
There's 7, yeah, it's
You
like
got 2
almost
horses,
8
right?
total,
I just amend
7.9.
that. I mean, it's gonna probably apply to all 10. Unless you say it's just, and then if you just try to say it's on the edge, I think you're
We've,
discriminating
Yeah.
against people that
I
are.
mentioned before, we've got some goals to annex, and some of the same situations will come up in that, no doubt, so.
Yeah, except if you annex, you're gonna, people that are there already with horses, it'd be just like my property would probably be already, we would be pre-existing. Get rid of our use. It's already there. It's just like if I was running an auto salvage on my property and you came out and annexed and you don't allow it, it's already there.
It's grandfathered.
It's grandfathered because I'm already there and I couldn't get rid of it and then put a new one. But I think that won't be as much headache as you may create quite a issue. And look at the language, the way it's written. I'm just thinking about, I mean, he's on the fringe, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what, so if you change it just across the board, I mean, you're saying somebody wants one on Race Street, I mean, because they got 3 acres, I mean, not 3 acres, 3 lots, I mean, that doesn't take much.
Well, then we could do it with the minimum acreage,
Like 5 acres.
because you ain't gonna have that in
Right,
town.
right.
So,
But I think if we do a minimum, we're gonna have to say 5 acres, 3 horses, because you could overfill 5 acres
Right.
with horses.
Yeah.
So much for a horse.
Yeah.
horse an acre.
And, you know, you're limited to strictly for transportation
Yes.
purposes.
Yeah, no other farm, it was just strictly for transportation purposes.
Yeah, 5 acres minimum and an additional acre for
Yeah,
horses,
wanna
quantities over or something like that. I don't know, I'm not an expert on it.
incorporate any of that in your motion,
I don't
or?
want chicken,
Yeah,
I don't want cows, or not, I mean,
it's
where are you
gonna,
gonna draw the line? I'm saying
Scott,
that'll be the
I
next
just have
issue.
a question because I'm farm a little bit. How do you tell the difference between a transportation horse and a regular horse?
I got tea on
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I really don't.
it. Used
Well,
for,
if they've got.
if you
Cadillacs,
ride it, it would
right.
be transportation.
Well, I mean, I would
Yeah.
understand if they were riding, but if it's just there,
Well, there's,
Primary source of transportation.
I mean, I know that
there's a
difference.
there's a big difference in size of a transportation horse and one they would farm with, right?
Right.
Big difference.
Okay. Is that the brown and the black ones? I don't know.
I don't know, yeah, I don't know about the collar.
They don't go back. Some got bigger.
I just,
There's a size difference in the transportation horses also have shoes. They wear the shoes on the feet, you know,
oh, okay.
so
do you ever take those off?
that's not something you
So
can
you can
see out in the
I mean,
pasture.
they
but-
wear their shoes all the time.
Yeah.
Also, any horse that is
And there's a difference in,
right.
I don't know if you know what a draft horse is.
Yeah.
That's what they use to farm. That's the big
Is that the
yellow
big brown?
type.
Okay,
Or the
okay.
black, the huge black ones. They're
Okay.
a lot bigger than transportation.
Okay, I just want clarification.
I think you just get in a, when you start making your ordinances based around religious belief, it's gonna run into issues. Just because that's what you're doing, and with all due respect to their religious beliefs, I'm just saying, I understand the town is accommodating.